This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And there's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this matchup.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Alabama.
Second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go!
Can he get there on the ground? They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the runner takes off to his right. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, I don't know, but just something about that Bama uniform, when they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen A really physical approach at the line of scrimmage and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Ready?
The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Lasso!
And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
Razor! Lion!
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The offense going with the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
He was brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. The quarterback will just sneak it now. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after the completion. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned on how this play would work out.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. First down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Play action here on first down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Easy. Ball.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 3, LSU 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down.
Get set. Get set. Check.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41.
Bring it. Griffin.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
They'll kick it away here. Fair catch made at the 20. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Defense is coming, and the ball to the ground. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
2nd down now after the sack. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Watkins. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on that ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Now it's second down here. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback looks right. Caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Down he goes. A sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
LSU 7, Alabama 3.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. They bring the punter onto the field now. With the return, it's Hamilton. Using a strong stiff arm. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play.
Cricket.
Here's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
In blue. In blue.
Handoff running right. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Carry by the runner. Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
On the set.
3rd down play for this offense.
Cobra.
They're going to run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3.
Moves. Slide 22. Slide pilot.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Law. And a quick spin move there before he's dropped. Decent pickup on the play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Alabama now operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Cut. Ready, go.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Not much on that play. Brought down short. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Gain of 6. Coming up. 4th down.
And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Alabama, 3.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Okay.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Check, check. Igloo. Igloo. Ink. Ready.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Okay, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Okay, ready?
Alabama has now moved into the red zone.
Jackrabbit.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Got it.
Second and long for this offense after the sack.
Come on, set.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama. Here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the two-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that two-point conversion out.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Here's the second down play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
No gain.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line. 2nd down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And now the handoff. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. That could be the play of the game, and that could do it.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
LSU.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense, ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. running out of time in the pocket. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. One option, they could take a safety here. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's gone on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's long. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out.
Black 24. Black 24. Lizzie.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Gaucho. Here we go. Hornet.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown.
Here we go.
And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's long. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's long. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. And now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.